Hey friends, I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade puffy paint today using ingredients you may find around your kitchen. Puffy paint adds a cool 3D element to your art to really make it stand out. To start out, we'll need to make some self-rising flour. In a large bowl, measure out 1 cup of flour, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then mix together. From there, get out a few separate small cups to make your paints. In each cup, you want to measure out 1 tablespoon of your self-rising flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and gradually add 1/2 teaspoon of water at a time as you mix it together. Keep adding the water slowly until you reach the consistency of thick paint. Once you reach the correct consistency, add a few drops of food coloring to each cup of paint and mix. I'm using a cotton swab to do this, but you can use a spoon or even a toothpick. It's up to you how many drops of food coloring you want to add. Less drops will create more pastel tones, and more drops will create more vibrant colors. You can mix combinations of primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, to achieve secondary colors, orange, green, and purple. Now that you're done mixing together your puffy paints, get out a white piece of paper and something to draw with, either a pencil, a black marker, or a crayon. Sketch out at least 4 different flowers. Make each one different, some big and some small. Make each flower have different shaped petals. Where you have space on your paper, draw a few shapes for leaves as well. Next, you're going to fill in your flowers and leaves with your puffy paint. You can paint with a cotton swab like me, or you can use a paintbrush. The paint should be thick when you are using it. Make sure all of your flowers and leaves are painted before you move on to the next step. Once all of your flowers and leaves are painted, you're going to pop your paper flat down in the microwave for 30 seconds. This is where the magic happens. When you take your picture out of the microwave, your flowers and leaves should look puffed up and dry and hard to the touch. From there, you are ready to start cutting them out. Take your time and make sure you cut carefully around each shape. Now you're ready to start assembling your flowers and leaves on your paper. I'm using a pink piece of poster board, but you can use anything you have available. A piece of cardboard from a cereal box would work great too. You want something sturdy because your puffy paint flowers will be a little heavy on your paper. Assemble your pieces the way you want, closer to the top of your paper, since we are going to create these as a bouquet in a vase. Make sure you glue everything down before you draw your details. You can use crayons and markers for this next part. Draw your vase underneath your flowers using any shape you want. A rectangle may be easy, or maybe you want to make it more creative by using curvy lines. Draw some stems from your flowers going down into your vase and maybe some more leaves. This will allow your project to have both 3D and 2D elements. This is considered a mixed media project, meaning that you have used more than one material to complete it. Add different lines, patterns, and colors to your vase, tabletop, and background. Utilize your space. Maybe you want to give this to someone as a gift and want to write a kind message on it. However you choose to design it will come out beautiful. Hope you enjoy!